Hey guys, Junjun here from Junjun.com, and we're here hanging out on the beach, walking down the sand, and this is Larry Bennet, okay? He's just one of the keynote speakers here. He's an amazing person. So Larry, can you just tell us a little bit about you?
Well, I'm the co-founder of Sang. I'm known as the Chief Connector, and I've had the good fortune of having the likes of Tony Robbins, to Jack Canfield of Chicken Soup for the Soul, to Darren Hardy, publisher Success Magazine, to Tony Shea of Zappos on our stages.
Wow, that's amazing,
as part of our network. And really the reason we've been fortunate enough to have them is I believe in a philosophy of give first.
Yep.
And I believe if you're giving first and you're adding value and you're serving those in your network,
yep,
good things will come to you.
Yep.
And obviously we've been able to help many of the thought leaders have more success in their business, and by creating a collaborative atmosphere to work together.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I heard you speak in the stage that you say you're always only one connection from achieving like great things, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about your business, your success in life, a lot of times it could be one mentor. It could be someone who invests in your company to help you get to traffic sources. It could be finding, in your case, if you're doing internet marketing, a traffic source that's hugely successful and finding the one person who knows how to do it. If you think of great companies, Apple Computers, Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs got together, and the two of them formed a great partnership. Chicken Soup for the Soul was a big branded book for years by Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen.
Yeah, that's right.
And you can go down on the line and see all these great partnerships that have occurred over the years. And so I believe really whatever you want or need in life, if you help other people, you can get what you want, and you can get it a lot quicker, faster, better by really serving other people. And I'm a big believer on if you just invest in your network. Here it is, we just met, and I'm getting ready to leave Cabo in a little bit, but I said, hey, if you want, I'll do a little video with you so you could add value to your people that are watching this.
Exactly.
And really, that's what it's all about, is how do you create more value for those for your employees, for your customers, for your partnerships, whoever your affiliates, whatever your business model is, that's really important.
Yeah, that's awesome. So any suggest advice for people who are watching this video right now, if they want to build their connections, right? Yeah. And what's the best way for them to start right now?
Well, I think, and here comes the water, right? So I think one of the best strategies anyone can do that's listening to this right now is, number one, figure out their value themselves. So for example, you may know some traffic or internet or conversion strategies today that you didn't know a few months ago. So by you sharing that information with someone, that's a value. By you sharing this video with someone else, that could be of some value. So what are the things that someone watching, what's the value that they personally bring? But more importantly, who's in their network and what's the value that they bring? So I would start reaching out 5 to 10 contacts a day. If someone's only got a few minutes a day, reach out via email and just say, hey, Junjun, we haven't talked in a while. I was just curious, what are you up to these days? What's most important to you in case I can help? I got a pretty influential network. And the reality is you're going to build your network one relationship at a time. You're not going to go scale overnight.
That's right.
For most people. But if I went to you and I found out what you're working on, and then the person behind the camera, I'm asking him what's important to him, and then you just keep on doing this, you're going to find certain people. So like I have a lot of authors, speakers, coach, consultants that we know. So every time they have a book that comes out, they most likely want to get their message out in a bigger way. So about 2 years ago, my friend Jeff Hazlett, who's on Bloomberg Television, and he's part of my Sang network and my mastermind, he sent me a little email that said 12 and a half ways to help Jeff. Wow. So now I take that same email that he sent me 2 years ago. I've sent that email out hundreds and hundreds of times to my friends that are authors that have a book coming out on how to help them on Facebook or on Twitter, on Amazon, all these different techniques. So that was one piece of information that could be of value to others.
Wow.
So how do you organize yourself in a way, whether it's articles, whether it's things of interest, and maybe of value to your network, and then most importantly, reach out every single day and find out what's important to other people in your network, and just keep on doing that. And what's also going to happen, when you're asking about them, they're going to go, Junjun, what are you working on? And you're going to go, you know what? I was just in Cabo for a month, having a time of my life. I made money while I was there. I worked on the beach every single day. And now I know how to teach people how to drive more traffic and get more leads online. If that might be of interest to you or someone you know, let me know. Again, so it's just by reaching out one person at a time, connecting.
Wow, that's awesome. Let's talk about a little bit about how you can get the, like, it's 30 seconds. You got the Richard Branson's. Let's.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what Junjun is referring to is how did I get Richard Branson's private email in a very brief interaction. And the reality is it's not so much about me or what I said. What's most important is there's a 5-step formula that I use. Number 1, you want to make an authentic, meaningful connection with anyone. Number 2, you want to find out what's most important to someone else. Number 3, you want to figure out if you can help that person based on what they just told you. Number 4, you want to be a VC. You want to create value for others, be a not a venture capitalist, but a value creator. And number 5, you want to have good follow-up, systematic follow-up.
That's right.
So in Richard's case, he's a public figure. So I was researching articles about Richard at the time, and one of the things it told me at the time that was very important to him, he was giving away $3 billion of profits from his, Virgin Airlines and some of his other environment companies towards the environment for, green and environment stuff. So I actually invited him to an event with other CEOs that really cared about the environment, okay? Wow. And I really wasn't expecting him to give me his private email. I was just expecting him to send me some executive in his company because I knew that was a big goal of his. So if they're a public figure, you can go on Wikipedia. You can obviously go Google. You could punch in Google alerts and learn what's going on. There's articles. Now, if they're not as famous or well known, then you just, you can ask them what's going on in your world, what's important to you right now, what's the big thing you're working on the next 6 months in case I or my network can help you. Sometimes it's the simplest things. Gotta love the water and the
in the sand.
Exactly.
That's awesome. So, lastly, how can people connect to you if they're watching this video right now?
Well, there's 3 ways. They could either go to freegiftsfromlarry.com and get a whole lot more free information on how to connect with anyone, anytime, anywhere, build more influence. They can go on our website, larrybennet.com, or just go to Twitter or Facebook and find us at Larry Bennet, B-E-N-E-T. And I would love to hear your success story. I would love for them to take me up on the Connection Challenge because I would love to feature them in my book launch on their successes so I could share them with their stories with the world.
Sure, definitely. Looking forward for your book launch pretty soon, right?
Thank you.
That's it, guys. See you in the next one. Live the life. Peace.